Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. On the ETH chart, the situation is largely unchanged. Unfortunately, I don't have much to update here, but still wanted to give you your Saturday update for Ether. Obviously, next week, expected on the 10th, actually, the deadline runs out for one of the Bitcoin ETFs. So we are going to see probably some volatility in the market. Of course, also ETH should be affected, and possibly already as we're heading into next week. I don't think today too much is going to happen. On Saturday, I mean, you never know really, but the last few Saturdays have been a bit quiet. It's been the Sunday then, I think, that was a bit more interesting, especially towards the end of Sunday. And obviously because early next week then we have that deadline, or middle of next week, we have that deadline run out. We might see a little bit more action, towards the weekly candle close, but that's speculative. The levels are unchanged on this chart, but you see the uncertainty currently in the chart. It's already started on the 9th of December here, a month ago. The market basically doesn't really know what it wants to do. Just move up, down, always in three waves, right? You see that here actually, 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 3 waves down. Maybe it will give us the 3 waves up and so on, Hopefully not. Hopefully we'll finally get that correction done. We certainly have a 3-3-3 pattern right now. So I labeled it already as WXY. So, that correction could be technically complete. I mentioned it. The support area has been reached, the initial one for the internal Y wave, but it's not convincing price action for me yet to the upside. So I still keep the door open for lower prices, because looking at the subwave structures, it would look better with 1 or 2 more lows. And also the price action to the upside is certainly not impulsive yet. Bear in mind, the next wave up should really be, if it's the sustained rally, it should be a third wave rally. And the third wave rally should start a little bit more aggressively. So we haven't seen that, but maybe after the next dip. Okay, and even if it does it, then it would fill in 5 waves, give us some, give us a 5-wave structure, and then we can watch for a 3-wave corrective pullback if one shows that is tradable. So let's zoom in. I think this is clear. WXY, could go a little lower. By the way, the support levels below are at 2093, 2055, and then 2019 and 1994. But overall, this chart, in my opinion, is in a bullish market, and the overall assumption is unchanged until the price breaks below 1,677. That's really the main support. We are miles away from that level. So I think this is all okay, and this here is just short-term noise. So looking at this, what we've got is of the high that was made on Tuesday, the price formed 3 waves down already, which is why I say, okay, it would look better with 1 more low at least, or 2. What I can do is count this move as a C wave ending diagonal, wave 1, wave 2, and then A, B, C in wave 3, then a 4 and a 5. This would look best, but obviously this B wave is getting very extended, so it could be that the B wave is forming some kind of a triangle. I'm not labeling it because it's likely going to change anyway, but it could be some kind of a triangle pattern. Broke out of this initial channel, but we can always adjust it. That's why trend lines are usually very subjective. But triangle or expanded, some kind of an expanded pattern. See, there are different ways how you can draw trend lines here. See if they are relevant in any way. But first of all, it's important to recognize that B waves can always extend, especially in situations like these where the market is in a state of uncertainty due to next week's approvals and possible approvals, or at least one approval. And there's just a lot of anticipation there, a lot of emotion, and the bulls and the bears are just in holding mode, anticipation mode. So what we're dealing with here is a short-term bearish scenario in which we're waiting for the C wave to the downside to be confirmed. That's wave C of 3. I already mentioned the next support levels. And what we need to see for that is a break initially below the last swing low at 2,210. Better would be a break below 2,186. And then this C wave to the downside is likely unfolding. And if the market breaks to the upside instead and follows the yellow count, it could be a wave 1 of the larger third wave in a leading diagonal. This is not impulsive, but could form a leading diagonal. But again, it hasn't even finished the third wave. So there's a bit more work to do. That's my update about ETH. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.